Hi everyone, welcome on Monday. I am Mark, your host, and today I have the pleasure to be with Raymond here. How are you, Raymond?
I'm very well, and you?
I'm great, thank you. So today we're gonna talk about ATW. ATW is a company that leverages the power of enabled data to support any organization's growth by constantly improving the quality of products, services, and experience they provide. And you are the managing director of Simeon. And could you talk more about your background and how you ended up in Simeon?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, my education is in physics engineering, although I never really worked in that area.
Okay.
And I also have a master degree in engineering as well from l'École Polytechnique de Montréal. And also recently, I've done two certificates, one from the MIT professional program
Mhm.
in AI and automation, and another one from the MIT Sloan School of Management in machine learning to
Okay.
know more about the activities of the talented people that work with me.
Okay.
Um, uh, in my career, I founded and developed and recently sold a software company named Voxco that is still existing, of course, and I'm still an advisor of that company. And Voxco is a company that does software for the market and social research industry, and
Okay.
by extension for the customer experience type of measurement and fulfilling. And Voxco is an international company with offices in Europe and in Australia. And well, at the end, we were having a very successful path. And well, my partner and I, we sold it to the American group 2 years ago.
So pretty big background, right?
Well, busy, busy.
Busy background. And
Yeah.
and so what's the story for Simeon?
Well, Simeon was actually as at Voxco, we had different channels to collect data
Okay.
from phone or from the web or from tablets or different kind of devices, and
Mhm.
the technology was developed to gather to collect uh, digital data or quantitative data. So at some point in time, we found a team that was already organized, that was very talentful in natural language processing, in text analytics, and we basically founded a division of Voxco. And after some years, we decided to spin it off and become a separate company. That company is Simeon. And with two other partners, we sold the company Simeon to ATW in November 2020.
Also, it's pretty recent, right?
Yes, yes, it is really recent. Yes.
And
So,
so
so
the
that's the story that came us that brought us to ATW.
okay. And so regarding ATW, so um, could you explain what's the general market for ATW? The general market, yeah.
Yeah, I can talk about I would say the three products that are part of ATW. One of the products is a voting software solution, very sophisticated, very reliable, so that people that need to organize votation can rely on a very strong solution to collect votation. Could be for syndicates, could be for governments, could be for any kind of political parties, etc. Another product is Voxtel. Voxtel is a solution for business to consumer type of two-way communications. the I would say the differentiator is the fact that ATW through Voxtel owns a CRTC license, which is very rare. So it means that we can charge any phone services by the minute. And of
Okay.
course, these services could be different, could be various, I would say. And I will explain a bit later how it fits with the Simeon and other plans that we have. And also these data collection tools that are either option.vote, which is a voting system, or Voxtel, are combining phone, SMS, and the web, of course.
Okay.
And of course, the third product is Simeon, which is a text analytics solution. I know that better, of course, but I'm quite now aware of the other products of the company. So Simeon, of course, is a text analytics solution. So that can be used for different purposes. Clients that are business to consumer clients can use it for to manage reputation, for concurrential studies, or business intelligence study, to collect and analyze the comments or the complaints of customers, etc. So that so the different segments that can use that are the retail business, the hospitality business, the business and financial services, insurance businesses. So different segments that are finding their benefits or insights using our text analytics solution.
Okay.
It can also be used for fraud detection, for security applications, for defense or military applications. So there's a lot of channels or a lot of segments that can be interested in our solution.
Okay, I guess it might be a pretty busy market now that, like, as you said, like data are very important for all different type of sectors. And by interest, would it be possible to know any famous clients you have?
Well, the military I cannot tell about, but
Yeah,
we
for
have
sure.
Desjardins Insurance. We were having, but we will reconnect with them because of the pandemic. Air Canada.
Okay.
That turns out so they are in the hospitality business. Dynamic Group and for the retail. So different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not small companies. It's big one, right?
Yeah. Well, usually, yeah, because they have one of the, I would say, one of the qualification item is the volume of data. So it is not, it would not be a business model for small businesses, a single unit. It's good for a chain of retailers or big companies and mid-sized companies.
And this growing market, do you see in your balance sheet, let's say, every financial statement, do you see an evolution? Let's say if we take a look to your so the balance sheet, let's say the cash debt, is it evolving on this side too?
Well, currently, because I'm not the CEO, the debt situation is pretty clean, and we don't have any debt. And the cash flow is good. So we're in a good position currently, financially, I would say. Of course, we are submitting quarterly reports we are a public traded company, so it's available for all the public or the investors.
Okay. And I was checking your fundamentals, regarding the shares. So year over year, you're almost up by 50%. You have 213 million outstanding shares. We could think that this number is quite big, but if we just take a look at the float, you only have 75 million shares. And my guess is, as it's like an evolving market, it has to grow fast. Could we see some dilution in the future through private placement to have a bigger leverage?
Yeah, well, we and I will discuss that a bit later in the future. But we plan to grow by uh, organically
Mm-hmm.
and by externally as well, so by acquisitions. So of course we will have to finance these acquisitions, but we have also a very focused plan, and I think that the value of the company will reflect the plan and the execution of the plan that we are doing currently, will do in the coming years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because you were talking about fair valuation. So I didn't check today, but you might be around a 16 million Canadian market cap. Um, so would you think that it's a fair valuation compared regarding to the market and the technologies you are providing?
Mm. Well, fair valuation today is a concept that can be large. For instance, you might know about Rivian, the car making company that is now worth about $100 billion and
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
have revenues for 200 million of revenue. So uh, we're not in the electric car business, but what I mean by that is that we are, and maybe I'll get into the plans, but we are going to be in the business of artificial intelligence and machine learning. These technologies are used for different, of course, applications, but our focus is on the text analytics and, in general, natural language processing business, and also customer experience. So
Okay.
we think that we can automate a lot the customer experience applications. How do we collect data? How we analyze data? How we report data? And as we said before, the natural language processing or text analytics can have a lot of applications.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, we see we see a fit between, for instance, Voxtel, which is a application that provide phone services by the minute, into the business of knowledge as a service. So knowledge as a service could be business to consumer, business to business
Okay.
kind of services that would be charged by the minute. It could be web-based as well, of course. Um, and this is where is the fit between, let's say, Simeon and Voxtel.
Okay.
But generally, and the the target that we are looking at for our growth are businesses that bring new talents and technology and knowledge into that field of having or using artificial intelligence and machine learning to enhance the productivity of our clients. And we are in a situation currently in the market where you have two things. On one side, you have machine learning and
Mm-hmm.
artificial intelligence that is now something that is mastered by data scientists, by software developers, etc. And on the other side, you have a lack of human resources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
For
definitely.
instance, a friend of mine that is in the accounting business recently told me that nowadays the accounting firms are struggling to get resources.
Okay.
So yeah, so it means that you could provide knowledge as a service to clients, let's say in accounting, by artificial intelligence applications that could be used either on the phone or on the internet.
Okay.
You can think of also automating the process of auditing, which is a very tedious. I know you are aware of that. Auditing companies is a very tedious task. So that's why the young people don't want to do that anymore. They want to be entrepreneurs. So we have to bring automation in that field. So
Okay.
so there's a name for that. It's called robotic automation robotics process automation (RPA),
Okay.
and this basically that use the same technology that use text, not analytics, but natural language processing, to let's say to process automatically invoices, to send automatically
Mhm.
confirmation letters, etc. So it's only an example, but what I mean is that we can use what we are now mastering, which
Mhm.
is natural language processing, in different kind of applications. And this is what we want to do in very specific area. So natural language processing, robotics process automation, and knowledge as a service.
I was about to ask, because I was checking your financial statement. I saw you had options at an exercise price of 11 cents. And I was about to ask, oh, what could lead this stock price? But after all what you said, I think you just answered with all the
Thank you.
significant, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So we can switch that part then. But so regarding all of these great technologies, all this kind of thing you were mentioning, uh, what revenues do you project short-term, long-term for, I'm going to say ATW Simeon?
Yeah. Well, through external uh, growth and organic growth,
Mhm.
we are targeting next year to have a revenue of $10 million for 2022.
Okay, okay.
And for let's say 5 years, not 4 years from now, so 2025, our objective is to be, the company should be at $100 million of revenue.
Ooh, 100 million?
Yeah.
It's a fast growth, it's crazy. But I mean, like,
So
it might work with the market, right?
yeah, but
With the
we
sector.
have a very the board and the CEO and myself, we have a very clear vision and plan to execute, and we of course it will be also through acquisitions, but one of the criteria is the potential of growth for each of the company that we are acquiring,
Okay.
and the synergy that we can create with these different companies that we will put together.
Okay. I just would like to come back on the point you were just saying about acquisitions. I didn't see how you were doing your acquisitions, let's say about Simeon. Would you it do, by a giveaway of shares or by acquiring a company with cash or doing both?
In general, both.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
And so these are all short-term catalysts, right?
Well, the first one will be shortcut of this, and we will keep on doing the coming years to continue to execute that plan.
Okay, and so let's project ourselves in the future. Let's say, so we were talking about all the things you did, you guys are gonna do. So for the 2021, next year 2022, and so you mentioned about the revenue of 100 million revenue, and let's say about this the company. Why would you think the company would be in the future? Would you say that the company is on track to be a leader in the sector for the future?
Well, as I said, we want to bring to our clients a combination of applications
Mhm.
that replace human resources. Currently, we do it with text analytics because basically what we do is to save a lot of time to data scientists analyzing raw data to bring that analysis in a few hours instead of days and days of analyzing data. So that so the position we are targeting is to bring that kind of solution at another level.
Okay.
In natural language processing, it can be conversational chatbot, can be, as I said, robotic process automation. So replacing mid I would say that the clerks in the chain of processing,
Okay.
replacing mid level human resources by automation, uh, which is a robotic process automation does using artificial intelligence. But it's when we say artificial intelligence, it has to use some technology. So the one that we master is natural language processing. So basically interpreting invoices, interpreting different kind of documents that are textual documents.
Okay.
And of course, to continue in the core business that we are currently at Signon, which is the analysis of volume of text, and bringing that together with the expertise that Voxtel has in terms of, I would say, paid by minute type of services, and that is the business of knowledge as a service. So that's where we are going exactly, to use artificial intelligence to bring solutions that basically replace human resources, combined with other human resources, and also bringing the knowledge of these people to the applications. But at the end of the day, yes, we are at the carrefour in time where you have the capabilities of the technology and you have the shortage of human resources. These, we combine that together.
Sounds great. Sounds good for sure.
We have a business, yes.
Well, thank you for everything, Raymond. I think we covered well of what ATW Simon is doing. And it's always great to talk about with companies that have a huge growth in front of them in the future. So yeah, thank you for your time, and hope to you again, enjoy again new videos.
Thank you, Mark. And maybe we can reconnect sometime in the future to see where we're at. And
for sure, I love to. I would love to, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Have a nice day.